Okay, here's the video for objective 2B. I can evaluate expressions with parentheses, powers, and fraction bars. So first off, what does it mean to evaluate? So evaluate just means that we're going to plug in numbers for the variable and simplify. And simplify just means come up with one answer. So, for instance, let's go ahead with this problem right here. If you drop an object, the object speed after t seconds is 32t. So there's our formula right there, 32 times t. Suppose you drop a coin from a hot air balloon. Here's my hot air balloon. We'll drop a coin. What is its speed after 1, 2, and 3 seconds? So all you have to do is take your formula, 32, and evaluate the expression by plugging in numbers for t. So 32 times 1, 32. How about 32 times 2? 64, and so on. How about if we want to know the speed after 5.5 seconds? So 32 times 5.5. Go ahead and figure that out and rejoin me when you're ready. The answer for this would be 176 feet per second. What if I did 32 and I want to know the speed after 1/8 of a second? Go ahead and finish this up and then rejoin me when you're ready. So times 1/8, 32 times 1/8, we can put this over 1, and then we can cross reduce or we can just multiply across. In this case, it's not going to make our numbers bigger to multiply across, so 32 times 1, 1 times 8, and then we just reduce, and our answer is 4 feet per second. Okay, so let's look at a different problem here. This one actually does use the word evaluate, and all that means is for each of these, for each value of x, for each of these I'm going to plug 3 in here. So 4 times 3, 3 times 3, 2 times 3, and then add 3. And then we still have to divide by 3 on the bottom. Okay, so we could find out, we could go ahead and simplify here, and this would be 12, and this would be 9, and this would be 6, and this would still be 3, and we're following order of operations by doing the multiplying first. But there's actually an easier way to do this. Each of these terms we could divide by 3, and the reason that's going to be easier is because each of the terms already have 3 in it. So if I divide this by 3, it's going to go into here once, it's going to go into here once, into here once, and into here once. So 4 times 1 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1. And then we just have the 1 here. Just keep that in mind. It's not 0. And when I divide it into each of these, this canceled out on the bottom as well. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 10. Let's go ahead and evaluate it with what they gave us for B here. So 4 times 17 plus 3 times 17 plus 2. There we go. All over 17. Well, I don't know about you guys, but 4 times 17 is not a problem I can quickly do. I could figure it out, but it certainly would be easier to go ahead and divide all these. And all these 17s up here become 1. And oh, look, it's just like the last one. We're going to end up with 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which equals 10. So since we're dividing by the x down here that's already in every term, I bet you can figure out what C and what D are going to end up evaluating to. All right, let's look at one last problem here. A trapezoid is a shape with 4 sides that has 1 pair of parallel sides. You can find the area of a trapezoid using the 3 dimensions of the trapezoid labeled B, here's our B, T, and then the H, and the H always has to be perpendicular to the bases. So there's our H here, it's not one of these sides. Find the area of each trapezoid with the given dimensions. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try. So I'm just going to plug in the number for each of these letters. So my area, if my trapezoid had a base of 5 and a top of 3 and a height of 6, I could find out the area by plugging this into the formula. Divide by 2, I'm just getting the 2 from over here. It's just part of the formula. Basically what you're doing here is you're taking an average of the bases and then multiplying it by the height. So then times the height is 6. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 divided by 2, and then times that by 6, and we end up with 4 times 6, which is 24. Okay, for this next problem, you can go ahead and pause here and try it on your own first, and then rejoin me when you think you know what it is, or you can just watch if you want to see how to do another problem on your own. Or, I'm sorry, not on your own, with me. All right, so B is 2, T is 3. We're going to divide the whole thing by 2 and times it by 7. So 2 plus 3 is 5 over 2 times 7. Uh-oh, we have a fraction. Well, it's a good thing we just did a whole bunch of work with fractions, so hopefully we know that we just need to put the 7 over 1 and multiply across. 5 times 7 is 35. 2 times 1 is 2. And since it didn't say mixed number or improper fraction, I'm going to leave it as this because 2 does not go into the top there. And it is fully simplified just like that. Okay, let's look at this next problem here. We have some fractions in here, and it might look weird at first to have fractions over fractions, but it'll be okay. We'll give it a try and see what happens. So we have the area equals 3/2 plus 1/2 all over 2 times 7 over 4. Well, it's nice that they gave us common denominators because we do need that to add. So we don't have to find our common denominators. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 over 2, all divided by 2, times 7 over 4. And I'm just in the habit of writing the whole problem out, even if I'm just copying part of it. All right, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we now have 2 over 2 times 7/4. Well, 2 over 2 is just a funny looking 1. So this is 1. 1 times 7/4 is 7/4. Since they didn't give us any units here on any of this, we can just call this units squared, and that's fine. All right, one last problem here to do. Erase this. Go ahead and try to set it up on your own and figure it out, and then rejoin me when you think you have the answer. Okay, hopefully you figured out the problem at this point, and you can just follow along and see if you did the same thing as me. Okay, so we have 8 plus 6 being 14 over 2 times 1/4. Because when I multiply across, these numbers are going to get bigger. It's nice if I reduce beforehand. You don't have to, but it's just nice if we have even bigger numbers because it's more easily seen what can be reduced. So for instance, this 14 is divisible by 2, and that just becomes 7. So I can change this into, I could have also cross-reduced here, but I'm just going to change this into 7 times 1 over 4. Then I just need to multiply across. I'm going to put the 7 over 1. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 4. And there we go. The answer is 7/4. All right, thank you for watching.